Hello, guys. Welcome back to
Approved or not?
this time Warlock edition, and we have
Quite a bit, because we got the 6 subclasses like usual, but we got Pack Boots and we got Eldritch Invocations.
yep. Again, this is Valda Spire of Secrets.
Alright,
I,
so,
I'll put a link in the
yeah.
description. Uh, Check them out. Again, this whole series is not sponsored. Uh, we just wanted to take a look at it for our table. Anyway, we got the Dead Mist.
Right, so, the flavor of this is, the description says, convert hit points into spell slots and vice versa. So let's take a look. RX,
And we already
we
have a
have some,
spell, so
yeah,
I
we have
will.
spells. There are 3 spells in this list that we need to take a look at.
Okay.
I hope, by the way, you're noting to fast track these for when we actually take care of, everything else.
I'll be straight up. I've not thought about that.
You should have done that last time. It's gonna make our work a lot less load heavy when we have to work on spells.
It's fine. Anyway, so what's the first one?
Dead Miss Lash.
Dead Miss Lash. Let's see, I'm on these. Let's see, decay, dire warning. Destroy gravity. Wait, what? Wait, say it again.
Dead Mist Lash.
Dead Mist Lash. Uh, oh, here we go. Dead Miss Lash. Here we go. Took me a second to find it. Page 336.
336.
Level 1, 60 feet.
Alright, yeah.
Components.
You conjure forth a glowing white tendril formed of the sinister necromantic dead mist, which lashes out at a foe. You can see when you cast this spell, you can empower it with your own life essence by losing 5, 10, or 15 hit points. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
When you do so, treat the spell slot used to cast the spell as being 1 level higher for every 5 hit points lost, up to a maximum of 9th.
Interesting. So at higher levels, if you can cast this as a
Wait,
6th level
what?
spell. So I see how it works. Basically, whenever you cast this, if you choose to lose hit points, you can cast it one up higher
Okay.
for a lower
Wait.
spell
Sorry.
slot.
Sorry. Let me reread. I need to reread because there's something that's like going over my head. Empower it with your own life force essence by losing 5, 10, or 15 hit points. Please. For every 5 hit points lost, up to a maximum 9th. Ross. Okay, Ross. Scenario.
Okay. Instant scenario.
And I cannot believe we're doing a scenario so early. All right, so you've asked. So you're telling me you're casting Dead Mist Lash, and oh, now it makes sense. Never mind. Never mind. It makes sense now. We're good.
Oh, what was not making sense about it?
I'm like, all right, how do you get it higher? It's like, no, of course, if you already are starting at a higher level, that's how you get to 9th level. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
All right, so this spell is
it's simply a
okay.
ranged spell attack. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, a ranged spell, and they take 3d8 necrotic damage, or depending on how much health or level you use. This is interesting. This is not bad.
Yeah.
256, right? By the way, this is approved.
Cool.
All right, then we need to look at threshold.
Threshold. That's a starts with a T.
Yes, it does.
Okay. I assumed it did, but I wanted to double check for simply trying to find it.
No. All verifications needed.
I'm on S's. Okay, T's. Let's see. There's time arrow, time hop. There's. Wait. Oh, what is the spell called again?
TH. Threshold.
Oh, it. Okay, please. It's supposed to be protect threshold.
Oh, I didn't see the word protect. My bad.
Okay, I was like, wait, I'm not saying under the T, so I need to go to P's.
Yep, that makes sense. That is what we call in the business a my bad.
Protect threshold. Here we go. Page 353. So
353.
Yeah, 353.
All right.
Second level ritual. I want to add.
Ooh,
Abjuration.
okay.
It's a range of touch.
Tracing arcane sigil along its boundary, you can ward a doorway when an invisible eldritch creature stalk. Any creature that attempts to pass through the portal must make a Wisdom saving throw or take 46 psychic damage or half on a. Ooh, this is actually really good.
So specifically on you place this on like portals.
Yes.
Oh.
No. Any door.
Oh, any entry. Okay.
So yeah, portal also means entryway.
Mm.
So yes, you.
Cool.
So it's basically a more violent version of alarm.
And the fact that this is a ritual spell means that we are talking about warlocks. That's why I'm breaking this up. It's a valid
Yeah.
option for Pack of the Tome.
Honestly, yeah, any ritual caster is like, yeah, no, this is a good ritual spell because yeah, I will state it actually has, well, it's functionally better uh than alarm. It actually has less use cases for alarm for one simple reason.
It's specifically like you have to for people that are entering in like the doorway. Like the radius is not gonna be as big as alarm, which
No,
is
no, no, that's not the issue.
oh.
I'm gonna be honest. If someone breaks your wall, you'll probably know. Although, yeah, ghosts and stuff. No, that's not the issue. The issue is something else. Spot the issue. Spot why this has less use cases than alarm.
Uh
By being factually better.
oh, I see. The fact that the duration is only 10 minutes.
Nope.
Oh. Uh
Although that is good to know there. That is something that I didn't even notice.
yeah, wow, that's a okay.
It means that you're not using this for a rest, is what that means. Because I, as a DM, would say that if you're stopping to reapply this, actually no, yeah, no, it's impossible to use this for rest because if you ritual casting it, that's taking 10 minutes to cast it.
Right, 10
It
minutes.
lasts 10 minutes. So what you're doing is for the entire hour, you're just sitting there. I guess you're sacrificing your short rest if you want everyone else to have a short rest because of this.
Right.
But yes, no, that's not it.
Oh, the fact that it says any creature. So you can't distinguish from you or your allies.
Well, that's part of it. That is part of it, yes, but there is something more important with the fact that it says any creature. Something alarm doesn't do.
This wouldn't actually alert you when someone's going in. It's just whenever.
Oh no, it would absolutely alert you because they'll go, "Yeah, that hurt."
Oh.
But
I'm not sure actually. Then.
I said something alarm wouldn't do.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Something that alarm can't do.
I didn't think it would take you this long to get it.
I.
I will read the spell again. Tracing arcane sigils along its boundary, you can ward a doorway, window, or other portal from entry for the duration. An invisible eldritch creature stalks toward a portal. Any creature that attempts to pass through the portal must make a wisdom saving throw or take 46 psychic damage or half as much on a successful save.
I guess. Alarm doesn't damage.
Correct. Why does that give alarm more use cases?
I mean, sometimes you don't want to damage people, like.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fair. Also,
Alarm can tell you when someone passes by, and there are times, obviously, when you don't want people passing by. Just
right.
plain and simple. And that's when this spell comes in handy.
Also,
But for sometimes, you just want to know if someone does.
I just realized, unless I'm crazy,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's another ritual spell that has a benefit for upcasting. Can you upcast a ritual spell? Like, if
I mean,
let's
not
say
not ritually. Not ritually.
okay.
But if you just, use your spell slot,
okay,
yes.
I was gonna say I wasn't sure if you'd be allowed to, like, hey, can I ritual cast detect magic at 8th level for some reason? It doesn't give any statistical advantages, but it's like, does that do something?
Yeah, ritual casting assumes base level.
I see. Okay. And then you said.
All right, then we get Dead Fog. Oh yeah, that spell's fine by the way. Spell's fine. Approved.
Yeah. Dead Fall. Let's see. Here you go. Back to these. Dead Fog.
Fog.
Yep, I found it. Page 336. Bottom left into going top right. This is a long.
Oh, hey, it was right by the other spell.
Yep, that makes sense. Let's see, concentration, 120
15-foot
feet.
radius, sphere of fog, tools of dead mist. The fog spreads around corners and it lasts for the duration. Or when you cast this,
Another one
what
where you
can
can
you do?
choose to lose HP.
Wait, filled with it appears on a point. You can see what the shows. Does it? Wait, did I miss it? Wait.
Oh, what'd you miss?
Read what it does at a higher level.
At higher levels, the damage increases by 1d8 for each
Now,
slot above.
can I ask you a question, Ross? How much damage does this spell do at level 1?
Level 1, it does 3d8 necrotic damage on a con save.
Wait, where am I? How am I missing this? Where is this?
It's right after up to a maximum of 9th level, the next paragraph. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn in there, it must make a Constitution saving throw. Taking 3
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, Ross. Ignore me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was reading right down to the next page, which is entirely my bad.
I see.
Carrying on. Ignore me.
Let's see. Additionally, when the creature tries to leave the sphere, you could choose to.
When a creature you can choose for the fog to cast strength or lethal. Oh, this is powerful. What level is this?
It is
third.
15.
Okay.
It is a 15-foot radius, which isn't. It's the same radius.
It's not that big.
I think it's.
What level is Spirit Guardians?
I think it's the exact same.
Yeah, Ross, we're in an issue here. I may have to that's upsetting.
Well, here is my thinking on this. Well, actually, let me pull up Spirit Guardians real quick, just so.
My thinking is, let's take a look at the level of Spirit Guardians, and there's another spell I also want to check the level for. But for now, Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians 5e.
I believe I know, but just want to double check.
Let's see. So Spirit Guardians. Okay, so it's the same radius. We gotta keep in mind a couple things.
What level?
Oh, it's third level.
Let me make my point before you start keeping things in mind.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but there was a reason I was asking. All right. I just realized I was going to check myself. It's the same damage.
Yeah. They are the same damage.
Here is my issue.
Okay.
Let me reread what this does, because I don't want to bullshit you before I say what I'm about to say. And it is... Yeah, that's... Yeah. I have to ban it.
What's your reasoning to where I could, say what I want to add?
Because this thing is already more powerful than Spirit's Guardians, even without the thing that traps you. Being blinded is such a worse effect than having your movement halved. But I could have let it go if it just made you blind. The fact that on top of that, it forces you to stay. That's just a bit too much.
Well, let me point my thing. Hold on, let me just double check, because it doesn't say blinded. It says heavily obscured, so I want to double check.
Heavily obscured is, for all intents and purposes, blinded. It is the darkest it can be. It is considered heavily obscured when you are in a pitch black room, and even someone with dark vision cannot see anything.
So here is my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I do want to make note, and I'm double checking for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you cannot move this. This is in a stuck location, no matter what. I also want to bring up for Spirit Guardians, because that's a fair comparison, because it's the exact same damage. I know Spirit Guardians can do radiant damage instead of necrotic damage, but let's say we're doing necrotic damage variant.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians lasts for 10 minutes. This only lasts for 1 minute. And
in most situations, there is no difference to those two.
Well, I do want to also bring up the fact that
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to this, okay, there's two things we'll bring up.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's heavily obscured in the area and not like just say darkness, that can screw up your allies as well, making it to where it'd be neutralized out. And Spirit Guardians, that's difficult terrain. This is just you're getting heavy obscurement. So any enemy could
I just
choose
told
to.
you that heavy experiment is worse than difficult terrain. So much worse.
I
Here,
think it just depends on the scenario. Because here's the thing:
Ross.
have it.
Ross, I can settle this argument right now. I absolutely can. What is that spell called? Yep, there it is. Is it Hadar's Hunger? Yeah, Hadar's Hunger. Hunger of Hadar. 3rd level spell. Same level. Okay?
Okay.
All it does is heavy obscurement. And 2d6 cold or at 2d6 acid damage.
Here's the thing, though.
Same level.
Here is the difference, though.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't exactly do heavy obscurement. Blind and heavy obscurement might be the same, very similar things. However, let's take a look at a spell called Fog Cloud. That causes heavy obscurement as a first level spell. Now, it doesn't do any damage, but heavy obscurement, specifically in this case, means that anyone attacking inside of it, but also outside of it, like they all have disadvantage on each other, but they would also have advantage on the attack. That's one of the reasons why. Now, for our rule specifically, we have advantage stack, but that's Fall Cloud is
I
one of the spells that counteracts pack tactics in the vein
well
of everyone has advantage, but also everyone has disadvantage.
well this is true. I want to be clear, Ross. The heavy obscurement isn't my problem.
That's literally what you're arguing.
No, I am arguing that that itself is already very good. My issue is with the force trapping. Hunger of Hadar does have something similar, I will give you, but it does less damage for the same level. Hunger of Hadar is the real comparison here.
I will also say you also got to consider the fact that, simply put, for one part of the damage, there is no save. So like this is guaranteed wherever 2d6 of cold damage would be.
All right, let's do some work here.
I mean,
Okay.
Here's the thing: the damages would be basically the same because it's they both would deal 24 damage. Just one's of cold damage, one is of acid.
Yes. What is the average of 3d8, Ross?
38. That is, let's see. So it's 4.5, and then it should be 4 or no, it should be 12.5. I think.
Okay. Now, what's the average of 2d6?
Hold on. Let me double. 2d6 specifically.
Yep.
2d6. That would be 3.5. So it'd be 7.
Okay. You know what, Ross?
4.5 times 3.
Ross, we're
Oh,
done
my
here.
bad.
Oh,
13.5.
wait. Okay. With that in mind, Ross, spell's approved.
I knew I'd convince you on that.
Again, yes, the numbers it turned out. The numbers it turned out worked out in your favor.
Yeah.
I will point out,
Also,
I do still think Hunger of Hadar is a better spell.
Yeah, no, Hunger Hadar is a better spell. This does decent damage. I do agree with you, though, that maybe we could nerf it and say it would cost a reaction to prevent a creature from going out of it, but
It's
maybe.
fine. No, it's fine. We don't have to.
Yeah.
Ross, if you didn't win that argument, we would have that discussion. But you did win that argument.
Is there any more spells, or am I good to go
I
back to the top?
believe that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Anyway, I should just keep my my screen at the spell list because I can just look at your screen. I'm in it.
All right. So let's actually get to our actual what we actually get out of this thing.
I would love for us just to go through all those spells and like me doing that argument just to have it be just really fucking strong.
I mean, no, the numbers worked out as you said, Ross. The numbers we're about the same numbers as what we are, Ross.
Yeah.
Because you have 2d6 potential damage, and the number 2d6 times 2. There's some argument I can make, but not really. Anyways, let's see.
Anyway, spell list.
As a bonus action, you can choose to lose hit points equal to 1d8 for each level of your packed magic spell slots. So this is going to ramp up, is what they're telling us.
Okay.
At the start of your next turn, you regain an expended packed magic slot.
Oh, so
If
it's not
this
during
ability
the same turn. Okay.
So there's some confusing wording here. If this ability reduces you to 0 hit points, you are knocked unconscious, even if you have temporary hit points.
So that tells me that
because of the soul draining nature of. That's what you'd think, but that's not what it's saying. Oh. So I'm going to talk about Rye and Raw. In fact, we'll do double scenarios.
Okay, dual scenarios.
But let me finish reading this first. Let me finish reading this first. Because of the soul drain nature of the dead mists, you can't regain hit points from any spell you cast.
Yeah, that
All
makes sense.
Let's start with scenario Rye. Because this is the obvious what they clearly meant when they said this. Alright, so in this scenario, you have 20 hit points and 15 temporary hit points. You are a you're a 10th level warlock.
Yeah, 10th level.
So your pack magic's 5. All right, Ross, you're up. Take your turn.
Let's see. So I have Hex up. That was my last spell slot though, because I had lost concentration. I would like to cast Eldritch Blast. Bam, 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 and I'm gonna take a bonus action and attempt to recharge a spell slot or recharge a spell slot.
All right, so that is that's 5d8.
Yep. Let's see. That's an. Oh God, that's an 8. That's a 1. That's a 5. That's a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 3. This is totally accurate math. That is crap. That's exactly 20.
All right. And you have 20 HP, 15 hit points. All right. Okay. According to how this spell works, you go unconscious.
But for the record, I know that doesn't add up to 20, but
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You go unconscious. It is Kevin the Lich's turn. He's going to take an attack roll at you. All right, that's a 25. That's 2 failed death saves for you. He's just gonna take his multi attack. That's a natural 20.
And yeah,
you're dead.
I am dead. Also, I got a question for you, plebs. I've never actually had to think about it. If you were to somehow go down with temp HP, does that temp HP stay?
Yeah, it would stay.
Huh.
Provided that there isn't some condition attached to the temp HP as there often is.
Right. Okay. I'm just curious.
Talk about this. Let's go to Raw Land. We're going to use the same rules. Ross, you're up.
Yep. Same thing. Bam, bam, bam.
Same thing as what? I don't get this.
Oh, right. New scenario. I'm going to shoot Eldritch Blast a few times. Bam, bam, bam. And I am going to attempt to recharge a spell slot.
We'll say the same rolls. Just make life easy.
Oh, no. No, I rolled 20.
All right. You have 15 temporary hit points. And 20 HP. You'll lose all those hit points and 5 HP.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still up, and then on my next turn, I get this spell slot back, right? Isn't it? Doesn't it say next turn?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
So back to reality for a second. Why do you think there's this contradiction?
Because you're taking damage, and rules as written, the temporary points take damage first.
You are correct, but what is it that they don't specify?
That temp HP doesn't absorb this.
Yes. What does it say?
All it says is that, let's see. You lose hit points equal to 1d8 for each level of pack slot.
Yeah, no. A little lower.
Oh, a little lower.
What does it say about temporary hit points specifically?
You are knocked unconscious even if you have temporary hit points.
You see the issue here? They put the temporary hit point specifier in the wrong place. In the actual rules of the game, temporary hit points don't keep you up.
Yeah, no.
So they put this specifier in the wrong place because of this is like such a weird thing. Because of where they put it. Yeah, because of where they put it, it does nothing.
Right.
Because it's not possible to get to 0 hit points without going through your temporary hit points using Drink the Mist because it will get rid of those. So this is approved. This ability. I want to put a note on this ability. So put like an asterisk next to the subclass in your little notes.
Okay, let me get my thing up.
Rai, so RAI. This ignores temporary hit points when doing damage to you. For the Drink the Mist ability. Please write that down somewhere.
What's the ability called?
Drink the Mists. Yeah. Again, by the way, this ability is perfectly fine. Heck,
Yeah.
I just had to catch on to that mistake. Let's call it what it is. It's a mistake. It's a.
Right.
I get what they were trying to say. They messed up.
But no, I mean, I'm fine. I mean, okay, you're losing HP, and it's like, if you,
Yeah.
I mean, if your ally, because pack slots, once you're gone, you're gone. So it's like, it's nice. It's nice having those back.
It is. And the damage stacks up the much that it's going to hurt to get them back.
Yeah, no, like, okay, let's say 20th level Warlock.
Uh-huh.
That is, if I wanted to attempt to get all my pack
You
slots
can-
back, which is not gonna be all
yeah.
one turn, but like,
Yeah.
let's say we're out of combat, which it doesn't say this has to be in combat, thankfully. That would be what 20 d8.
All right. So
yeah, let's see what we got. Feed the soul.
starting at 6th level, your body can heal your immortal. As an action, you can consume one of your build pack to gain 1d hit. It's the exact opposite.
Oh, it's exact. Okay, so theoretically, a player could gain slots and HP.
Yeah.
But is the odds with them though?
I mean, it's fine. So here's what I will say. There are 2 builds that this subclass allows. So admittedly, you get the 6th level for the second concept. Build 1 is you're a heavy blaster. You'll probably go down very quickly, but you will use some heavy attacks.
You are getting those spells out.
In this case, you are giving yourself hard-hitting spells. You're taking your fireballs, your whatever hard-hitting spells you can come up with.
Right, I was gonna say I don't even know if fireball's on the regular Warlock list, but for subclasses.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are options to make you like a blasty.
The point is, you're taking your heavy hitters, and you're going to like almost every turn, almost. Basically, you're like, Eldritch Blast? What's that? Boom! That is your play style. Option 2 is the opposite. Funnily enough, it is you're taking your HP, your spell slots, and you're just using them to keep yourself alive. Well, you just like keep firing some really nice hypercharged Eldritch Blast.
Which honestly, that might not be that bad of an idea.
No, both builds are viable. That's why I'm saying it. But let's carry on.
So far, first 2 abilities.
Interesting detail. This amount of healing can't be increased or maximized.
Yeah, I saw that too, and
there are several features and items in the game that maximize or buff healing.
Right. The initial one I'm thinking of
this
is
means that
one of the aura spells. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, but Aura Vitality.
Yeah, Aura Vitality, which
I think.
Or no,
but
Aura Vitality gives you the bonus.
I don't remember. But doesn't matter. Point is, this is smart. What this means is that this is not going to be a good combo stuff like that Life Domain Cleric and stuff.
Right. I also want to bring up the fact that it's. I think it's also very clever balancing in the vein of like a Warlock. Okay, I know this is third party, but if that wasn't there, this would work with the feat that would gain you hit points equal to your con modifier when you get healed from other effects,
Fair enough.
which this
Anyways,
would
we got
counteract. And it's like that balancing frame of being able to sacrifice HP for a spell slot and getting it back. It's like it's trying to balance it out a little bit to where it's more
what a
yeah.
what a kind of lame 10th level ability. It's not bad, just kind of lame. Learn
Let's
to
see.
fully immerse yourself into the dead mist, transforming into a hazy, misty reflection of your true self. As an action, you can cast the spell Gaseous Form, targeting yourself only without using a spell slot or spell components.
Yeah,
It's not
I
okay.
think it's a little lame, but keep in mind, I do enjoy having a gaseous form anything in my back pocket, especially
I
after
mean,
Tyranny.
yeah,
So
here is
it
okay.
could be
Here is
worse.
the
It
issue.
could be worse.
Well, yes, Tyranny came up with a pretty good use. The main uses for Gaseous Form are movement. The reason I bring this up is most times you'd want to use Gaseous Form.
There's just other options, which fair enough.
Well, there's just other options. Just you want to hit everyone. I will say though, what does good is this is not tied to any resources at all. Meaning you can just Gaseous Form as much as you want.
Oh, you're right. Ooh. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen worse. And then let's see, 14th level,
Master of the Mists. When you deal the craft damage to a hostile creature, which you have a lot of ways to do, with a warlock spell specifically, okay.
Yep.
Which we have a lot of. You drain some of the target's life essence with the dead mist. You regain a point hit was equal to 1d8 plus your charisma modifier up to a maximum of the damage. Oh.
So okay, because when I first thought of this, I'm like, okay, well, what's stopping me from just having Hex up at all times and just always getting that 1d8 temp H, or not temp HP, 1d8 HP.
Yeah.
Although if you do use Hex, which I do want to bring up something that's valid with Hex in this, you wouldn't have to roll the d8 because no matter what, Hex would be maximized at 1d6, which I would hope your charisma modifier would be 5.
You still have to roll the d8. There's some odd stuff that gets switched around, Ross. You gotta still use the d8.
What do you mean odds? I mean,
as in odds.
If it rolls a 6, that's like the most you can get, and then it's like.
I know,
1.
Ross. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Statistics. You don't. I'm not changing this. You're changing. If you still stick with the d8, if you're using other than a d8, the statistics change. Even if you're stuck with lower than. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I will say
it's good. I don't as a capstone for the subclass.
Can I ask a question, Ross? Here's what's gonna make it or break it as a capstone. How do I get my Warlock Toll the Dead?
Well.
And have it be a Warlock spell. Warlock cantrip. Is that a thing I can do?
Pack of the Tome. Pack of the Tome allows you to pick up 3 cantrips from any schools, or not any schools, any class, and turns it into a Warlock cantrip.
This capstone's good. This capstone is actually really, really, really good. So do you want to know? So do you see? You know what the difference is? You know what the key definer of this thing is? Which it does not say. It does not say that a first level or higher spell.
Yeah, it just says a Warlock spell.
Yes.
So cantrips are valid.
Actually, before we talk about having to commit the Pack of the Tome for this, this cantrip, let's see. Double check. I'm pretty sure they don't, but let me double check. They don't. Wait, no, they just get it.
Oh, do they just get
Warlocks just get Toll the Dead. We're good.
I didn't know that.
We are good.
Another
good.
one I would say is probably a valid choice for this. I don't know if Warlocks get it in their spell list, but Chill Touch, it's a D8.
Ooh, Chill Touch.
Chill Touch.
You're also right. Yeah, that means.
The only thing is I don't know if it's on the Warlock spell list, but I mean you could get it with Pack of the Dome.
It is. So yes. All right. This is a really good capstone because that means if you need to, you have the option of healing every single turn.
Yeah.
Period.
So you could
even turns that you are not planning to cast big spells. It's just, I will say, you are going to lose out on benefits from using Eldritch Blast, which as his current game, that's how it works. But yeah, hey, we found a solid capstone. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I like this subclass. The subclass honestly works better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I do still think the 10th level ability is fine, but yeah. All right.
Now we have
we
we have. Oh my God! I see
uh
two of me.
Ross, I'm you from the future. Here's a joke book for some puns. Bye-bye.
My future self comes back in time just to give me a joke book. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah,
Uh,
future you.
I
Oh,
know
we
some
get
things
some
you
quirk stuff.
can't know. Others telling you something. You're not quite sure what your future is for your future and for their past. But one thing is certain. I will say this right now. This patron has a lot of potential story stuff,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
this book is not the first to come up with the idea. It's been discussed in a lot of circles. But uh,
What's the what do we got? Oh, we got a. Oh no, we have a number of spells. Okay.
so I will save us a bit. We can ignore delay and recall.
Yes. Those were the
We
ones
looked
that.
at these last time.
Yeah. If you want to check those out, I believe you checked them out in the Rogue video.
Or wait until the full spell video comes out. Full spell videos come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna. Just for everyone's context, there's like 130 spells. We're not covering them all in one video.
We have a plan, which
Yeah.
is very similar to what we're doing
Yeah.
now.
We
But we'll
have a
carry
plan.
that.
But anyway.
But we have a while before that. What I have
Uh.
there right now is instant replay. Also, what's
Well.
accelerate? Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, no, you're right. There's a accelerate, decelerate. That's my bad.
Yeah. We need to go through the A's first.
Yep.
Thankfully, I'm in the A section already. So, accelerate. Oh, it's literally the top of the spell page area of
Page, please.
330.
Boop.
So it's a
All right
reaction.
then.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Give me a second. I'm not there yet. How am I not there? You said it's top of the page, right?
330.
Oh, there it is. The very bottom of the page.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. Anyway,
Which
let's see.
action you should take when you create? You just said your spell speeds up or slows down an attack things before lessening or what?
Oh,
Increase the damage target takes by 1d6. Okay.
so you use
Oh,
reaction.
okay.
Interesting. So this could be a reactionary support spell.
And in a cannot case, honestly, yeah, no.
Oh,
So
ooh, I like that.
yeah, okay, yeah, no,
Hmm.
they're awesome. I like, by the way, the minimum is 0 damage that you reduce it by, meaning yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Spells approved.
but cool. That's a really that might be one of my favorite spells in this book. That's actually really sick.
Then I want to look at after that. I would like to. Where is it? There it is. I'd like to look at instant replay. This
Instant
one worries me.
instant replay. Eyes.
You can just do Control F instant replay. You know that, right? I'm just gonna do Control F instant replay and just save you some time.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm in the eyes.
I'm there. I'm at the spell.
Yep,
I'm there, Ross.
I see it.
Yeah. I think let's just do Control F for now. Let's why we're wasting so much time.
Okay, yeah, we can do Control
Next
F.
time you miss a control attack force, but you can instantly reset yourself to the moment before the attack and repeat it. Oh, so you cast it a minute. Next time you miss a spell, it's a bonus. Okay, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action.
All right, this is fairly simple and
Yeah.
fine. Honestly, kind of underpowered, but it's fine, I guess.
Yeah. Does it say specifically? Okay, so any attack. So I could, if I wanted to be a spell blaster, an Eldritch blaster, I could have it apply it. Yeah. For first level spell slot.
All right.
It's
Our
okay.
next one we're gonna look at is Dire Warning. All right. I spelled that right. Actually, we'll go boop. I'm there.
I might just look at your screen then, because you. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we should have thought about Control F these like when we were doing these last time.
Yeah, probably.
6 words to make yourself warning you of critical threat pointing towards at some point in the future. Once you have learned why you sent the message, you must perform a back in time to once you cast the spell. You can't until you perform. If you cast the spell and receive no indicates that you never complete the ritual in future, possibly. Okay.
Huh?
What is that? Okay, that last sentence, I'm like, what is that? Okay, Ross, I have a scenario for you, and considering what that means, I want you to tell me how you as a player would feel about it.
Okay.
You're about to cast
Let me
the
just
spell.
double check. Let's see. When you cast the spell, you receive no message. Receive no message indicates that you'll never complete the ritual in the future. Possibly. owning to your death or some other hindrance. Okay.
So
Next time.
reading that, so in this scenario, you're about to cast a spell. Tell me you cast it.
Cast it.
There is no message.
Okay, so either I'm scared for my life, which makes me more alert, or because I read other hindrances, and I assume that means that someone is going to try to attack me, or someone's nearby that will be hostile to me, and like will want to attack me. So like, really, when I see it fail, this is like, all right, guys, be prepared. Something's coming.
Well, I get that idea. Here's my. By the way, this isn't the banning of the spell. This is just me not liking what they're implying by saying that. That just feels like a complete and utter disrespect to player agency. You know what I would do? You know what I would do if I didn't want you to learn anything from this? Hey, it's Future Ross. How you doing? Sorry, nothing to report. Have a good night. Bye-bye. And then I would make a thing and you had to remember having to tell yourself that. But yeah, no.
Well, but here's the thing. That's
Yeah.
still a message. Like this is no message at all.
I don't like the fact that it can be no message, is what I'm saying.
Right. That which is absolutely fair. That is absolutely.
I think that is super disrespectful of player agency because it means something will definitely happen to you, or at least okay. Here, let me run this scenario by you, Ross. And this is a peek into DM planning land. I am planning a scenario where you might be dragged off to prison.
Right.
Even without knowing that in advance that something bad's happening, what are things that you could do as a player to prevent that? Don't even think of specific classes or anything.
Sorry.
Guards are coming after you. You have no idea why, and they're coming towards you. What might you as a player do that would result in you not being dragged to prison?
I would attempt to like hide somewhere.
Yep. That's
Hiding.
one thing. Or you could fight them off.
I could attempt to.
Prove your innocence.
Yep. Not.
And these are three things. Yeah, and these are three things that you could very reasonably do as a player without any inkling of danger, right?
Right.
So what I am saying, when you cast that spell and there is no response, what I am essentially saying is something is coming, and I, as a DM, think there is no way at all possible that without foreknowledge, you could prevent it.
I see. Okay.
That's my issue. Every DM will tell you the same thing. No plan survives contact with the players. It is absolutely true, and it is very presumptuous as a DM. And I'm sorry for a long tangent on this.
Oh no.
Especially when the spell itself is actually fine. I love the flavor of it.
Oh no. Here's the thing. If you have thoughts about any of these, like say it. I mean, that's what the series is sort of is. It's like
yes, but yeah. But yes, I absolutely believe that having that line is super disrespectful. It changes nothing, by the way. Here's the thing. It does create an interesting situation. I will say this. While I am approving this spell, I would say... Where is it, the message? You receive a message. I will say, it is a weird situation. You can't cast it again until you perform the ritual or 1 week later, or if you don't discover this information. If you cast this spell and receive no message, say you will never complete the ritual in the future, possibly owing to your death. So I will say, it does put it on me to, whenever you want to use this spell, have some kind of plot hook ready. But also, you don't get to pick what you ask.
right.
So as a DM, it's on me to either have some funny flavor dialogue, or a really fun plot hook. Like, I can imagine your future self saying, alright, we couldn't defeat Blakabukak. We need the relic. Wait, is that six? Okay, that's 6 words, isn't it? We need the relic from Oscon Spire, which I'll say because it's a place is 1 word.
Yeah.
So then you as a player be like, okay, before we fight that boss, we need to go to Arscon Spire. Anyways, I think this is cool.
Yeah, I think it's
Sorry for the
cool, but
tangent.
also I want to bring up the fact that
Mm-hmm.
with all those ifs, I don't know if I would ever want to cast that spell because that's a 4th level spell. That's not a ritual. I want to bring up. I did notice that it's not a ritual. So
It
it's
is
like
a thing that you can cast, no consequence at the end of the day.
right.
It's not a spell for
I do like
it's
legend
not.
lore on here, but what is
Oh yeah.
evasiveness?
And I think the flavor of a legend lore is just your future self like expositing to you.
Yeah, which I mean, it makes
All
sense.
right. It's a 5th level transmutation chronomancy spell. For that chronomancy. Wait, did we look at this spell already? I don't think so. The target's AC becomes 20. Just makes the AC 20.
For a concentration for an hour, AC
Advantage of
20, fifth level
it's
spell.
dexterity saving throws. Yeah.
I mean, not crazy.
Not. I think this is good for an escort mission, maybe.
Oh, putting it on someone you're smart. Yeah, ooh.
We back? Nope. We're back.
Yeah,
there we go.
All right, so we saw the spell list, and wow, we spent a good bit of time on that. Let's take a look at this. What do we got?
Starting at 1st level, your discussion of the future with yourself have given you some periphery knowledge about how events played out. When you take a short or long rest, your GM rolls a d20 and a d4 in secret and records the number rolled on the d20. The GM tells you the number recorded unless they roll the 4 on the d4. In that case, they give you false information, which is a random number from 1 to 20. You can replace any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make with the recorded value. You must choose to do so before the roll and can only use this recorded value once. If the GM gave you false information, they inform you after you replace the roll. So, a couple notes. I like this ability.
It sounds
It's
cool.
a bit of a weaker portent.
Yeah.
With like the big extinguisher here being you don't know the numbers.
Right, and for all I know,
or the number.
For all I know, let's say a campaign goes 10 days. For all I know, there's a chance that you lie to me every day, like you get a 4.
Yes. And secondly, this is not an ability I would ever want to have with a cheating DM. First off, though, I wouldn't want to play with a cheating DM. But there is just... The DM could just lie to you every day and be like, well, I got a 4 as soon as it's convenient to them.
Also, I just realized the fact that this is a weaker... it's weaker portent, but also in one aspect a little stronger, because it comes back on a short rest.
You're right. Yes, that is correct.
I believe portent is a long rest, right?
It is, yes. Or rather, it's simply the beginning of the day.
Oh, is it just beginning? Okay.
Yes. But yes.
But yeah, that's... So, there's a chance that you could be bullshitting me, but hey, I think it's fine because, hey, that die, even if you did lie to me, will be reset to a different die. They could also be lying to me about.
Yep.
Either way, this is cool. I think this is a pretty fun first level feature.
Your future self often warns you of your attacks.
Although, hold on. Is there a limit on how many times you could do this?
Once. It's once per short rest.
Oh, does it say once per short rest?
Yeah, it's a...
No. I meant swapping out the die roll.
Every short rest. I mean, what do you mean by limit? I don't know what you mean. Oh, delay something. Yes, once per short rest. That's what I said.
Well, no.
Can only use this recorded value once.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I didn't see that wording. Okay.
Yes. Anyways, let's take a look with I could do with your scars. At 6th level, your future self often warns you of particular attacks to watch out for. When a creature you can see makes an attack against you, you can use a reaction to gain a +10 bonus to your AC against this attack. But that's it for the short or long rest.
I mean, cool. It's practically a very similar thing to Archfey, except they take the damage, but they teleport away.
It's not a... Actually, that's very, very, very different. It's not a flashy ability, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing too crazy.
On level 10, you get the alert feat. Did you want the alert feat? Because I'll give it to you at level 10.
I was going to say, the alert feat's always fine.
But also, if someone ever gave me one of these and then took the alert feat, I'd be like, dude, take another feat.
I mean, there is a benefit for taking alert because even though this does make it to where you can't be surprised, which both do,
Yeah,
this just gives you advantage on initiative versus uh the alert fee, which actually adds +5 to your
I
initiative.
guess
So
fair
there's a
enough,
little
but
reason to stack it, but
I don't think that's worth it.
I mean, it depends. It just depends.
Carrying on.
The grandfather paradox. Why is that name funny to me?
14th level, your knowledge of the future allows you to exploit some of the rules of space-time. As an action, you can go to creatures that can hear you into cause. Must make an intelligence save throw against your Warlock spell save. On failed, the creature is stunned for up to a minute, locked between two opposing. Well, apparently, an affected creature can repeat the same throughout the end of each turns. So is it just a stun ability? It's just a stun.
Is it a single target stun?
Long rest. Remember how I complimented the last capstone?
Here's the thing, plebes. This capstone isn't great, but we've also seen worse in this book.
Fair, but I still need to say this is disappointing.
I agree, it's disappointing.
But the subclass overall is pretty good. I like it.
It's fun.
So, Ross, we just talked about you being your patron.
Now, what about you being my patron?
No, I'm gonna read the playlist because it's fun. None of this is real. Not a lick of it. You, me, we're nothing but pencil scratch. It doesn't matter if you believe it because there's nothing you or I can do about that. We're witnesses. And it only exists as long as the GM. After that, the whole thing goes. The GM isn't one creature. It might be, maybe it's old, young. The GM may be no more powerful than a commoner, but to our world, its will is absolute. The GM grants us our powers and its laws dictate the way everything in our world works. In fact, it can change the very fabric and want to win. Those that fight the will of the GM find that ires are. But if your character switches and play along with the story that it wants to tell you, might find that things go very well for you. Okay, no new spells.
No new spells, although I will say, looking at this spell list, I do want to bring something up. Oh, so Warlocks at base Warlocks aren't ritual casters. So like I don't think I would use identify or detect magic or augury with a Warlock spell slot. However, something you could do is this Warlock you could specifically go Pack of the Tome. I know I brought up Pack of the Tome earlier, but you could put your own ritual spells into your Pack of the Tome.
I mean, I guess. A bit of a roundabout way to go about it, I'd say. But let's see what the actual features are.
Yeah.
All right, first level. Yeah. You have grasped the profound secret that you are merely under the control of a far distant player, making you a player character, one of the GM's favorite playthings. You have advantage on persuasion checks and deception checks that you make to interact with friendly humanoids. However, you only gain this benefit when doing so would advance the plot in a way that the GM feels appropriate. You know what, Ross? For this one specifically, I feel I need to do a scenario.
Okay.
You're
my patron.
Yeah, you're in a town square. All right, there are quite a few people around you. What do you do?
Let's see. So, after glancing around, I walk over to the job board where I see someone putting up currently actually putting up a job thing on the board.
I did describe that, yes. I'm Jeff the Paper Placer. Oop, time to put another piece of paper as he puts another blank piece of paper on the board.
Oh, he's just putting blank pieces of paper on the board.
Yeah, that's what I described earlier.
You do realize that's for jobs, right? That these are just blank.
Make a persuasion check, and this one doesn't have advantage.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. Sorry, this is just the flavor of this one is weird.
Oh yeah, no. Look, I chose a job board and it was like, okay, there's a pretty good reason like that could probably maybe progress the story for like a location or something.
So let's take a look at Fudge the Roll. By 6th level, your player has gotten a taste of success and wants to look as impressive as possible while achieving it. Consequently, they might occasionally fudge a cosmic die roll in your favor. When you make you can nudge the d20 changing number to one of the 3 sides adjacent to the topmost
die.
So let's see. So if you roll a natural 1, you can do.
One would be a 19, 13, or 7.
Really?
If I were to go to so if I wanted to get a 20, I would have to roll specifically a 2, an 8, or a 14.
Ah. uh. Okay. So okay. This one's a weird one to approve. I think if we approve, we have to reflavor everything.
The
Because
cosmic dice.
yeah.
The flavoring, I love
But
it. I
we
love the
must
flavoring.
use. I mean, the flavor's great. I just think it wouldn't fit in any of my more serious campaigns.
Right, no.
Once you use this ability, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest.
So what?
However, you can push your luck and attempt to use additional times between rests. Doing so might evoke the GM's wrath, however, and cause unpredictable negative side effects decided by the GM. I think that last line's just a joke, is what that is.
I will say.
I don't. Technically, it's a mechanic in this ability, but I think it's supposed to be a joke, not something you take seriously.
I will say, it would be annoying for us to use this because we are on Foundry. I own a physical D20. I know you do, but I don't know if
I
Kiri
think.
does because the die
I
never
mean,
goes
let's
away.
not. Yeah. Well, first off, Kiri always grabs the dice anyways. You know you can do that in Foundry, right?
Yeah, I know you can. That's true.
Yeah. And if he wants to use this ability, he just grab it. But also, I feel like if this would be a hindrance for someone, I just think they wouldn't take this class, the subclass.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
But let's take a look at plot armor.
Oh no! Why is it called plot armor?
You learn, and your pull is in the plot. As such, the GM conspires when you finish a short, you can eat. Oh, this is just.
Oh, that's literally just Celestial Warlock.
Yeah, I know. When does Celestial Warlock get this?
Level 10. Level 10. Is it? Wait, is it the exact same?
Yeah. I feel. I hate to say this. I have to dock some points for just giving the exact same features another subclass. The other Warlock subclass specifically.
Yeah, the fact that it's a Warlock subclass too, it's like.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, it's fine, but again, that I like playing Celestial Warlock, so
Right.
I just think gotta dock some points. Also, is it the exact same as Celestial Warlock?
That's what I was asking. Like, is it the exact same?
All right. You gain temporary within for short route or long. These temporary equal. Your Warlock plus your Charisma modifier.
That's. Additionally, when.
No, the additional is just you can add people.
Oh, okay.
And the people, those creatures get half my Warlock plus Charisma.
What is the wording of this ability?
We just all get the Warlock level, so this is better.
Oh, yeah, it's slightly better.
Yeah, it's alright. Nice. 14th level.
Okay, level 10, little stinker.
OP class feature.
What the fuck, guys? I mean, it makes sense as class.
You can use your bonus action to break the... you have stored up enough cash with the GM to use abilities other players would be punished for employing. You can use your bonus action to break for the next minute. You roll advantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. For this duration, you roll 3 d20s and take the highest number rolled for advantage instead of 2 as normal. Once you use it, you can't.
So this is a
triple advantage.
Powerful.
It's you know what? You got it. This is fine.
Yeah,
this is actually fine. Triple
advantage. Pretty powerful because
Okay, so Okay, Ross. New segment because we just established as fun. I am approving this subclass, but put a note on it, and we're gonna have a discussion about that right now.
Okay.
Needs to be reflavored if employed, and I want you to come up with some ideas of how you, as a player, would propose reflavoring this subclass. What alternate patrons would you suggest?
Well, my first thought initially, like way back when we were starting off looking at this, I was starting to think like, okay, what if it's like, so you have like great old ones, but what if it's like someone that's like further beyond the great old ones, if that makes sense.
Fair enough. We could call them the Great Mothers.
Nah, I'd rather have the mothers be sad. Can we have the sorrow mother of sorrow? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. We can't. We could do grandmothers
Oh.
or great mists. That works.
No. The grandmothers. It's like I when you finish a short rest, I made everyone some cookies. They just passed out a tiny plate.
Flavor is free. Flavor is free. How about the grave minders? Hey, do you see what I'm doing, Ross?
What are you doing?
GM.
Oh, yeah,
I've been using.
Yeah, for any.
We've all been starting with the letter GM. Anyways, all right. So this is fine. That's a good idea. Let's go to the legacy. My mom's sworn to take cause, and so doing, you've acquired the relics of this ancient legend passed down through the generations. You have transformed into those power words, resulting in your legacy's fight.
So basically,
this is All Might from My Hero Academia.
Is it?
Yes.
So we have the first new spell for this one, and only new spell,
Boomerang.
Oh, Boomerang.
Boomerang. Let me tell you about what that spell does. It's a first level evocation spell that's one action, range, split heat, verbal, somatic, blah, 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 blah. A dizzying spark launches from your attack. Make a ranged spell attack roll against a creature within range. On hit, you deal 3d6. If the attack misses, you can repeat the attack roll against the same target once. And if you cast high, the increases spell using it after the hit the first target reaches to a second target of your choice. Then okay, this is interesting.
So as you upcast, it's able to hit more targets, but also gain a little more damage.
It's fine.
Question. Let's see. No matter how many, you can only repeat the attack roll against one of the spell target. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so.
Well, then you got your question. It's fine.
Cool.
Let's get to the everything else. Being able to do that largely, you have a map tied to your patron, which allows you to undergo a fantastic transformation, or reverse it as a bonus action. Another thing you compare this to is Ben 10.
Oh yeah, that would make sense, Will.
But it always changes your appearance and confers. Well, it transforms. You have the following benefits: your AC equals 10 plus Dex plus your Charisma.
So for this duration, we gain basically unarmored defense, but with charisma. Cool.
Unless a creature has true sight or watches you transform, you can't be recognized as your true identity.
So basically, in this form, we have triggered some form of disguised self. Except it would be limited to, I guess, your ancestors, if I'm understanding.
No. There's no the flavor is decided on the player, but it's just one form basically.
Okay.
Well, what they're imagining here is like a superhero identity. I put on the cowl. I am Batman. I am the Knight. The Flash.
Oh wait, we have battle
you have
again.
full of magical girls and superheroes.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's see. Battle
How to play Sailor Moon in 5e. That's their actual goal. Inject more anime. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. You get battle dice. You regain all outbid battles when you finish a short or long rest, or when you roll initiative. Wow. See, here's that ability is not that powerful. I don't know what these do. One of your turns, you get to the attack. You can roll. So you can just always add battle dice to the attack damage.
So this is the exact same thing as the wizard one.
But these are just constant damage. These aren't actual features themselves.
That's true.
Relics of legs are outside of fundamentals. At first level, choose one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning. Well, transform. Whenever you deal damage with a warlock spell or power, you can deal
instead of the normal.
You can deal the chosen damage instead of the spells, abilities, or weapons. Okay. Oh.
So my Eldritch Blast has more versatility with its damage.
I mean, I honestly, I would just use it for pack weapons. I wouldn't care about the warlock spell or warlock ability.
I mean,
but pack weapon.
Pack weapon could be fun.
Because this will get you around a few things.
Resistances and whatnot.
Yeah, but transformed, you can emanate an aura of courage and action. For the next 30 minutes, you and friendly creatures within 30 feet, you have advantage on death saving and save those against being frightened. Additionally, for the duration, you can spend a battle dice as a bonus action to heal. Okay, not bad.
So this is like I'm seeing this as like a sort of supporter Warlock-esque. It's like a
I
blaster supporter combination thing.
small critique here.
Yeah.
I can do it so I can help a bunch of allies during the get their advantage. Oh no, for the duration. Never mind. We're good. We're good. I misread.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, this is fine.
Aura of Legend.
I will say
Oh.
these two together don't really mix very well, but let's see what the rest does. You infinitely review game resistance to your relic force damage type.
Wait,
You know what?
They should
not have called this relic force. Calling this relic force was a mistake. This ability right here.
Why is calling it Relic Force
Because at a glance, do you know what I read?
Oh, force damage type.
Yeah. I corrected it, but I read
So,
that. I'm like,
anyone within 30 feet is pretty generous.
oh, it is generous. It's genuine. Yeah, generous. So basically,
The resistances
I mean,
are nice.
what I will say, and this is considered, this is not adaptable.
That's true. So like, it's only whatever one you had picked. Which, can we look at the spells that you get again?
Yeah.
The extended spell list. Honestly, I would probably, because I see some fire, I see some cold.
Remember, you can change them with
wait,
this ability. You can change them. You can change them.
Change it? I thought you said
Yes. Can, yes.
Uh,
I said I personally would use this more for packed weapon. Whenever you deal damage with a Warlock spell, Warlock ability, or packed weapon.
No. I thought when I was thinking changing it, I was more referring to whenever you select this.
Oh, no, you cannot change this.
Right. I think the one that I would pick is either a acid or lightning. I think might be my go-to.
And your reason for?
We could change a fireball to be acid damage.
That's fair. Yeah, no, 100% fair. Yes. So
right.
yes.
I'm trying to think of like what spells we don't have on our list already. It's like acid damage is pretty reliable.
Let's just continue.
Yeah,
Starting while you're transformed, you can use your action to begin changing the power until an ultimate. Okay, I see. During your next turn, each friendly creature within 10 feet, you can use their action to add at the start of your next turn. You fire a massive force and 20. You choose each creature in the line must make a dexterity save throw or take against your spell save, taking 10d4 or the beam's damage increased by 4d10 for each creature that aided your charge up to a maximum of 30d10 force damage. But that's it for the day.
God,
honestly, that's actually a pretty solid capstone.
Yeah, that's a pretty good capstone.
It delivers on the anime magic that we were promised, which is good.
Yeah, and also I want to point out 30d10. By the time that you get to that many dice, which hold on,
how many allies do we need to do that?
Hold on, what do we start at? We start at 10d10, right?
Oh, yes, but every person we add gets 40d10.
Yeah, 10d10 and then 40d10. That is, unless I'm wrong, that should be 5 allies.
So that's a party of
extra, 5. Yeah, a party of 6.
That's already a really sizable thing.
Right.
Well, I guess summons are what breaks this thing in half. Nothing limits it to PCs. Do I limit it to PCs? Nah. There's a hard cap.
It's one for a long rest. It's
yeah.
It's fun.
Well,
it's fun.
All right.
Elsa sounds like approved.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. This
it's fine. Here's what I will say. Out of everything we looked at Warlock so far, it's my least favorite. But it's not because it's bad, just because I don't personally like it.
Right, which is absolutely fair. Then we have the
Magician. Dark Magician. Dark Magical Attack. All therefore, skilled in parts of physical. Oh, this would be good for that one character I made.
What character?
I made a cleric whose whole thing was he is a servant of the god of magicians. I could totally reflavor it to like an order of sect of sage magicians, basically.
Meh.
I could totally reflavor it Warlock. That's the thing about clerics and warlocks. They can easily be reflavored to each other.
Yeah.
Anyways. I find them drawn to the mysterious missions with Meyer. Who most often... takes the form of white long. Well, let's ignore the lore because we're always gonna change that.
Yeah. Spell list, nothing
We
new.
got nothing new. Although not a bad list.
Not bad to have in your back pocket. Although again,
Also, flavor mislead, huge flavor boon.
I always forget what Mislead does. Every
I
time.
just the name, but it basically it creates an illusion of you that dies.
Right, and don't you go
You're
invisible?
invisible, and you can
Right.
go around you.
Yes, I remember that now. I remember that now. All right.
It was used. Remember, it was used in that one shot.
Yes, yes, I do. I do remember it now.
Anyways, first level proficiency in sleight of hand. You learn the card trick and prestidigitation cantrips.
Well, I know what prestidigitation does, but what does card trick do?
I'll take a look at it. Considering there's
No,
no
it's
thing on it.
I'm pretty sure it's a new book. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a new one in this book.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't see
Maybe
something
it's not.
crazy.
Uh,
I'll double check. I don't think so though. Oh, I guess it is. Wait. No. Wait.
uh,
Oh, it is. It is. It is.
it's a wizard. Oh, there
I
you
found
go.
it.
Aha.
I found it. There's a flash to your hands. You fling a playing or attack with energy points. You make a ranged spell attack roll or target to make a dexterity saving throw hit. Okay, it's just that awesome throwing of a card. That's awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
I can live with that.
Yeah, fair. I didn't think it was gonna be anything crazy.
Oh wait, no, not that one. This one.
This one. Additionally,
Additionally, you can attempt to cast any cantrip that you do not know from the wizard spells by succeeding on a DC 10 Charisma check. While being cast, cantrip casts a Warlock spell for you. On a failure to spell any cantrip you do not know.
Cantrip. I didn't say
Yes.
cantrip. Okay, I was gonna say any wizard spell. Really?
No.
Okay, so what's a wizard spell that Warlocks don't get access to that, you know, unless I want to take Pack of the Tome, which, let's say for this character, I don't. What's a spell that I would want to try to get this for?
Okay, it's cantrip, so let's think about that.
Right, it's cantrip. So it's like, there's not anything that's gonna be too crazy.
They get dancing lights? No. Dancing lights is pretty good.
That's nice. Ooh,
I mean,
do Warlocks get Mind Sliver?
Here's the honest truth, Ross. It entirely depends. They do.
They do.
Let's not break it. It entirely depends on party comp and what you want your character to do. The thing is, though, there's no.
I'm sure there's something.
This isn't the choice you make. If there's a moment where a cantrip would come in handy that you don't have, you use this ability.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a choice we're making. So let's not stress too much about it.
Which, being able to basically access, getting 2 free cantrips with Warlock, as well as getting the chance to do practically any cantrip, because hey, wizards get the most cantrips.
Ooh.
I think it's cool. Anyway, let's see.
There's something interesting in this one, but I'm gonna read it out first. Then I'll actually find the interesting detail. Starting at 6th level, you can use your Charisma modifier instead of the normal modifier for Dexterity, Sleight of Hand checks, and you can add your Charisma modifier to all skill checks involving picking locks, escaping ropes, or manacles, or other similar feats of escape artistry. Additionally, as a bonus action, you can vanish in a puff of smoke, a shower of confetti, or a number of released doves, teleporting to any unoccupied location you can choose within 120 feet. You can only choose a destination in which no conscious creature can see you appear. That's a fun one. And once you use this ability, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay.
What's the detail about this entire ability that I need to point out?
The fact that Sleight of Hand. Wait, actually, hold on.
Nope. You're way off.
Oh, is it the fact that or wait.
Ross, if it was easy, I wouldn't be asking you.
Okay, because you said I was off about the sleight of hand thing, and I was like, wait, so it's I was gonna say sleight of hand. Most of sleight of hand checks, not all of them, but a lot of them are, what this says extra.
What? No, not even. No. That's A, not a true sentence, and B.
Wait, charisma modifier instead of using normal sleight of hand. Is it the fact that specifically for escaping ropes and like all that extra stuff, you can add your modifier twice.
No.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's usually acrobatics to do escapes and stuff like that.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. The reason why I said that is
I will
because
tell
I'm.
you,
Yeah.
if you're focusing on the actual skills themselves, you're way off. Which is why I said you're way off before.
Uh,
It is the smallest, minutest thing, but it is definitely not rye.
not rye. Uh,
Again, Ross, this is a tough one, which is why I imagine they missed it.
I'm actually drawing a blank. I'm.
Focus on grammar.
You vanish in a.
And no, nothing is spelt wrong. I'll just tell you that one right now.
Teleporting to an unoccupied location within 120 feet. You can only choose a destination from which no conscious creature can see you appear. If my stupid?
I don't know, probably.
So, are you still not able to see it?
Is the fact that it says from which no conscious creature can see?
Nope, you're a little too high.
Too high. Oh wait, once you use you can't use it again until you finish a short long. That's a standard.
What's wrong with it, Ross? Remember what I said. Focus on grammar.
Please, do you know how awful
It's not
my
about
grammar
correct
is?
or wrong grammar. There is the way things are written affects what they do. Again, this is minute. This is subtle. There is
I
no
don't
way
know.
this is right. All right, let me tell you right now, Ross. What is once you use this ability referring to?
It's referring to. It's referring to the teleport.
You'd think, and that was definitely intention, but actually, because of the way it's written, it's referring to all of not all that.
I get what you're trying to do. Yeah, highlighting on this is really fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's
What?
referring to the entire ability.
Oh, that sucks.
And no, it doesn't suck because that's rye. It definitely just means the teleport ability.
Right.
Yeah. It is a very small thing, but people talk about it all the time because they did not. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put a comma there.
And they put a period.
Yeah, they put a period and a paragraph break. The paragraph break is what really kills it. Because they put the period and paragraph break there, that means when they say this ability, they must mean impressive escape as a whole. Which, could you imagine how sucky that ability would be? So I can say with confidence, and again, it's so subtle. I'm not even how you make a note for it. We will remember this because there's no way we would ever pick this if we're thinking otherwise. But it is such a subtle detail, right, Ross?
Oh yeah, no, I could not catch it.
You see it now that I'm pointing it out, though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It is something you're supposed to be very careful about when writing abilities. And it is like one of the things that always gets people.
Also,
Again, no blame on them. It gets me too. So
yeah, I'm also looking at this. 120 feet as a bonus action. That is insane, but
as
cool.
insane as it is, Ross, it would not work with any other speed.
I was gonna say there is caveats with
Yeah. That caveat means that if this ability was any less than 120 feet, it would suck.
Right. So you have a pretty good range to teleport.
Yeah, because just imagine, like, okay, where could no one see me?
Oh, that's they would see me behind that tree. No.
Yeah.
No, Larry the lady
cable guy. Anyways, let's move on because I've spent enough time on this one a bit. Give me a second.
You're looking at that's how you spell it.
No, I just wanted to show this guy.
Oh.
Yeah, you doing, buddy? You got a feature named after you. You should be proud. Alakazam!
God damn it. Anyway.
Alright, when you reach 10th level, you learn to alter your spellcasting in a number of ways, but to hide it from your audience and to expand your magical repertoire. Whenever you cast a Warlock spell at first level or higher using a Warlock's... Oh, I hate that caveat so much.
Yep, Warlock spell slot. It's gotta be a specific
You
Warlock spell
can
slot.
you can cast a spell without using spell components by succeeding on a dexterity sleight of hand check. The DC for this check equals 8 plus the spell's level. On a failure, the spell fails and its spell slot is wasted. You can't use the ability to spell... Ah! They got me. Got me. Good on them. Good on them.
So,
Interestingly enough, and it is worth noting, all this removes is material components. Oh wait, no, spell components. I read material components. No, it says spell components. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Ignore me. Ignore me.
okay. I do want to
So
say, for
this
the record,
is called subtle spell.
yeah, this is
but
a subtle
harder.
spell. I do want to bring up, though, as a reminder, our previous feature made that we can use our charisma for this check.
You are correct.
So, we're basically trying to cast a scroll, is sort of what we're doing here. But I also want to bring
I mean,
up,
ideally, with this subclass, you take proficiency in sleight of hand somehow.
I also want to bring up the fact that because this is specifically using a Warlock spell slot,
Yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts it.
honestly, I don't know if it hurts as much for the simple reason of
Oh yeah. Wait, no.
it
I
would-
thought it was
it's,
subclass.
this is only because we're gonna get
Mhm.
level 10. The highest the DC for this is gonna be is 13.
I mean, that's great and all, but I still maintain the sucky thing is that there is that hard limitation.
Right.
But it's fine. It means what it really means is this ability is not going to be good for multi-classing at all.
Right.
Which fair enough.
Or we could transmute.
Any other spell from the
Oh, well, hey, there's that ability where I was looking at earlier.
they do have that.
But
When
it's
you
at
do
10th
so,
level.
succeed on a charisma check with a DC equal to 12 plus the spell's level. Otherwise, 12 plus the spell's. So that could be a DC 17. That's pretty. And it's a straight charisma check. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, straight charisma. So,
So
like,
this is hard. As we saw with I don't know because we're changing up the upload schedule if that came out yet or not.
oh, that would be up at this point.
You think so? Okay. As we saw with our battle royale, a straight charisma check, even on a 20 charisma having bard,
Actually, 2 of them.
get 2 of them. And how many of those scrolls got cast? 1. The answer was 1. And they were 10th level too.
Yeah, no.
So hitting this check is hard. That's actually that's a decent. You're still spending a spell slot, which is important.
Yep, you're still spending a
That
spell
is a
slot.
decent. That is
and-
a decent.
But here's the thing, though. This is still going to be worth it to attempt because the wizard spell list is just from 1st to 5th level. There are bound to be some great spells a warlock would love just to snag off a wizard. There's bound to be like some spells.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
Here, you know what I am wondering? This does not have the for when you cast spells with the warlock and oh no, it does. We're good. Never mind. All right, never mind. I see it now. We're good. Yeah. So basically that means that you have the entire wizard spell, but just as scrolls. That's fine.
Also, God, I would hate it so much if I were
Mhm.
to attempt to either, well, specifically transmute, not the conceal, because there would be, yeah, I would hate just to do the transmute,
Oh.
get it off,
Mhm.
and then just have another caster counterspell me. I would be
Look,
so
look,
upset.
Ross, if that's a possibility, you know I as the DM have to do it, right?
Right. No, I wouldn't blame you, but
No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
Right, I would just
Anyways.
die on the inside. Anyway.
Upon reaching 14th level, you gain a mastery over illusion magic. You can cast the spells Silent Image and Major Image at will. Why the hell would I ever use Silent Image if I can cast Major Image at will?
I also want to bring up the fact that okay, granted, Silent Image, I think the fact that Silent Image is there tells me that you wouldn't want to attempt to pick it up as an invocation because Warlocks actually get silent image as an
true.
unlimited
Here.
invocation.
Ross, before you even discuss this, let me just point something out. So I got here 2 spells descriptions. Ready? Let's start with Silent Image.
Yep, it's
You create the image of an object, creature, or some other visible one that is no larger than a 15-foot cube. It appears. It is purely visual, no sound, smell, or other. You can use your action to make it move, have it change location, alter its appearance, blah blah blah. You can do all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And failure action reveals things. That's Silent Image. First level spell, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Major Image.
Yeah, 20 feet.
Let's not even ignore this. We ignore this. It seems completely real, including sounds and smells, temperatures. You can use your action to have it move, alter its appearance.
Okay, there is a reason. Actually,
explain.
Don't check it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe Silent Image requires concentration. Major Image, I know, does. Oh, it is concentration. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Doesn't it not
So-
require concentration? Yeah, that's a fair point.
So, you see my issue? You see my point here? Look.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's what they say. At will.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Why? Okay, I want to say this, by the way. This is absolutely fine as a capstone for this subclass. This is not a complaint. I just don't get in what universe I would ever cast Silent Image.
Ooh, and you can concentrate on
One of these spells in addition to another spell.
Ooh.
Which, okay, in this case, in that very specific case, I can see you wanting to Major Image then Silent Image because of the wording another. But that is such a niche case. What universe would I need two illusions of that kind of size? Yeah, no, I just again, I get it. They're too also, but yeah, I get it. Silent Image is great. I want to be clear. Silent Image is not a bad spell. I just think it's great because it lets you do some decent images pretty early on. Do you know what? But if I can just cast, yeah, but no. Again, there would still be some value. I don't want to spend high spell slot. I always want to spend a 3rd level spell slot just to do an illusion. But the thing is, with this feature, that's not an issue. I'm not spending a 3rd level spell. I'm just doing illusions for free with the sound, smells, and all that stuff.
Okay. Maybe you need a scenario to look as realistic as possible, and you can only do so much with Major Image, so you might need Silent Image to be like a little boost.
My issue with that, again, I literally just mentioned that, Ross. I did literally, in fact, just mention that. But my issue with that is Major Image is a 20-foot cube that you can do anything in. You're not stuck just a single object or item.
That's true.
So, you would need, if that were the case, you would need like a 25-foot image that you need to do.
Oh, I just
and Silent Image is stuck as an object or single entity.
I just thought of something fun. Oh my god, I need to do this for our next character that has a Major Image. Fucking do the magical hats thing. And start casting a spell under one of the hats. Oh, that sounds funny.
Issue.
What?
Usual site-based limitations would apply to you, just so you know.
Oh, so I can't see out of my own hat?
Yeah, you can't see through the illusions.
Oh, can you? Can you not? I thought...
No! Unless you have True Sight.
Oh.
Do you have True Sight in this scenario?
No.
No, then no, you can't. No. Why do you think you can see through your own illusions?
I could have sworn it's like... Maybe I was thinking of, the other way, like when a creature makes an investigation check.
I mean, yeah.
Which technically, couldn't you as a player do the investigation check, quote unquote, technically? And then you
and I will explain why in a second. I just need to make sure I'm not bullshitting. I'm using Major Image since that's the only one you're ever going to use.
Right.
A physical image reveals because. So yeah, here it is. Let's read what I have highlighted, Ross.
I just have to use its action to do an investigation.
There's that, but there actually, you know what? Fair. Actually, This is a weird situation you just implied. Yeah. Ross,
What have I done?
you broke the game. You actually found a legit exploit.
Did I?
Yes. To be clear, by the way, no DM would ever actually allow these exploits, but they are fun little theorizing capacities. Again, DMs have the sense of, knowledge. In that case, I guess with that wording in mind, I guess you actually can see through your illusions.
Although you would have to use your next action to.
I'm going to just tell you right now, I think I'll just let you see through it.
Okay, cool.
Because, yeah.
That's funny. I am tempted to, after this recording, put that in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
Say,
I think,
hey,
yeah.
I found an exploit.
No, it's not an exploit. I see it now. No, I see how it works now. If a creature knows it's an illusion, they can see through it.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yeah, your magical hat thing works.
I cast magical hats.
I'm one that makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyways.
Yeah, which here's the thing. That is such a minor capstone.
No, it isn't.
Well,
no, it isn't.
Can I finish my sentence?
Can I make my joke?
Okay. Oh,
it's not. Read the name of the spell. It's not. It's very specifically not a minor one. It's pretty major, in fact. You can finish your sentence now.
This is a very simple ability. It just gives you 2 spells. The fact that
Here's
it's at will. That is.
Yeah, illusion magic. We have demonstrated time and time again that used properly, illusion magic can be some of the most powerful magic in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
As long as the thing you're dealing with doesn't have true sight.
Or tremor sense.
Yeah, any of the such.
Right.
Carrying on.
But yeah, no. Yeah, that was the magician, and I am.
All right.
I think
time.
I think I gotta give it 4 rabbits out of 5. Anyway,
time for Venom again for the 7,000th time, because every third-party book we look at wants to do Venom.
This time Warlock.
Symbiont. It's Venom.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Spell list. Cool.
All right. When you choose a picture for you can draw on. Oh, they actually have art for this guy.
I was wondering who. Yeah, cool. Ooh.
It's Venom. It's very Venom.
Yeah, it's very Venom.
All right. So let's.
I mean,
we choose picture at first level.
We gotta keep in mind this did have Spider-Man in here, so it makes sense.
You're right. Which proceeds to cut your body you can undergo this or as a bonus action. Well, I think that's a living slime exoskeleton. So imagine a plasmoid with a subclass.
Oh my god.
No mechanical thing, just the visual.
Wait, no. Do you know what I would do if I was playing a plasmoid? Instead of having it be a slime exoskeleton, it'd just be a regular human skeleton.
Skeleton. That's funny. Flavor is free. But let's read the rest of what you can do with this before you decide to flavor it that way.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Well transformed, you can't cast spells, but transforming doesn't break your concentration.
Good wording.
Or prevent you from taking actions that are part of a spell that you've already cast.
So specifically spells, if somehow I had Moonbeam.
If the spell's up.
Yeah.
Cast Spiritual Weapon, Moonbeam, whatever you care to cast. Okay. When you aren't wearing armor, your base AC is 10 plus your dex modifier plus your charisma modifier. You can use the...
Shields benefit as normal wall and flesh. So
you get claws, charisma modifier.
D8 slashing. Ooh.
You deal D8, which counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance immunity. And if you later gain the pact, your claws count as a pact weapon for Warlock class features.
Woo!
Extra attack.
Of course.
Would you get level 5?
And that's it. So we gain a AC. How many times can we use this form? You can reverse as a bonus act.
You can no limit.
Interesting. Well, I guess the main feature, like your main thing you're gonna want to use, is the claws from this. So I guess you're like.
Well, you're not picking these. You're not picking these. You get all of these.
Right. No, I know you get all of them, but like the main thing, like for your attacking as a warlock, is the claws.
Yeah.
So it's...
Correct. Yes.
So okay.
Okay, it just counts as pack weapons. Okay, that's good to know.
Also, I actually find it funny that they included the pack weapons thing because a lot of warlocks already pick the improved
Yeah.
pack weapons, which already
Yes.
count as magical. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter,
They
but
obviously meant the reason that they put this sentence here. I'll tell you why right now. Is because it is impossible for you to make these packed weapons normally.
right. It absolutely makes sense.
Because you
I
for
I just
multiple
find it
reasons, in all honesty.
I just find it funny.
Uh, you can make your foe's eyes with your claw. You can when you hit the same creature with your claws twice on your turn, you can make an additional attack using your claw against the target on a target. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. So extra attack.
And target has disadvantage on attack rolls against you
Until
until start of the turn.
no, just disadvantage on attack rolls. No against you in there.
Wait.
This is fine.
Okay.
Let's keep going. I want this must want to see. At that level, your parent is running. While you are conscious, whenever you deal damage to a hostile creature, your claws, you regain 1d4 hit points. 40 level. If you should fall in combat, your symbiont shall keep fighting. If you drop to a multi you don't fall prone or begin making death saving throws until the end of your next turn. Instead, your symbiont controls your actions, acting as if you weren't unconscious, attacking any hostile creatures it sees. If you're taking it, well, 0 points, you easily fall unconscious and suffer one death saving throw failure. At the end of your next turn, you clap and begin to make things as normal. Okay, that's fine.
So, also, I want to point out level 10, that seems rather small. Like, while you're conscious and you deal damage with your claws, you gain 1d4 hit points. This is meant to be a melee or like a hit and run warlock.
This is very similar to the warlock that me and Kiri built.
Right. So it's like 1d4 is a small amount, sure.
It's all right.
It's obscene. It's obscene. That's what it is.
You're right. It adds up, is what it does.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you know what you do. Take a 2-level dip and fighter.
For action surge, to have like a
that
boost.
way on a turn, yeah, you can do like potentially 5 attacks. What is the average of 5d4?
5d4. Well, 1d4 would be 2.5 times by 5. That should be
12. We'll say 12.
yeah, roughly 12.
That's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
Anyways,
and this is
our pack boons.
Yeah, so a little extra part because they actually included boons here, and I personally had taken a glance at these beforehand because I simply wanted to say like, hey,
I know which one you don't like.
We can talk about that later, please. But first, we need to talk about pack of the cloak.
Yes, you can summon a cloak, coat, or robe, which aids your the cloak is your body fitting over any other clothes, and it doesn't impede your movement, vision, or ability to wear other equipment while wearing your pack cloak. You can constantly float a few inches off the ground, ignoring the activity with range, speed increase by 10 feet, and you can walk across fluid surface such as water and quicksand.
And you can dismiss as a bonus action. Which
the hilarious thing is, I know where this came up. What? There is an NPC in Critical Role's second campaign who basically just floats everywhere.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Ironically enough, it's because of a joke the players made, but still.
Which I'm also going to bring up the fact that I don't know if I said this in the video already, but I'm going to say it again. Pack boons might be one of the few things in D&D where they are honestly perfectly balanced compared to each other.
Let's go. So Pact of the Flame, it's a critical hit thing. Who cares? The worst part is, like, even beyond our group's general hatred of abilities that trigger on crits or cause more crits, or like, actually, no, that's not true. But like, what does it cause crits? Just not like this.
Right? Yeah. No. Here's the thing. Because I see what this is trying to go for. It's trying to go for a more of a combat-esque spoon, but that's not Spellblade.
Yeah, here is my issue with this, and the big issue. And I will note, by the way, we know there are some evocations in this book that we're about to read very soon.
Yes.
And evocations usually interact with your pact.
Yes, it does.
So, I'm not going to call this super sucky until we look at the evocations.
But still, I think as like a starting one, it's like...
But yes, it's not great.
Yeah,
Because,
I agree. There should be a pack boon that's maybe a little more combat but spell
Anyways,
as well. But
let's take a look.
the pack of the skids. This one is very
You
interesting.
give yourself over completely your patron, taking on greater assets in exchange for more power. Your skin changes to reflect this change from, or is it damage? When you take bludgeoning, piercing, or slash damage from a non-magical attack that isn't silvered, you can subtract 3 from that. Also sucks. 3.
I mean, here's the thing, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same number that Heavy Armor Master provides.
And you know what I say about Heavy Armor Master?
I mean, Heavy Armor Master. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best feat. I used it once for a one shot.
Yeah, it sucks.
I think I've seen worse.
Even early game, even at second level when you get your pact boon.
No, it's third level.
Ooh, third level. That's even worse. Even at third level, 3 damage is so negligible. Look, I'm not saying that protection from 3 damage won't save you. What I am saying is it's so negligible that I'm not going to waste a character option on it.
Right, which
Not when I could just instead pick stuff that actually can save you with more than 3 damage.
I was gonna say that is absolutely fair. So I guess
Let's take again, all approved for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at like I said before. The invocations could change everything.
Which, right, for the record, I think Cloak is my personal favorite.
All right, so we can cast Might of the Abyss once using a Warlock spell slot.
Now let's see what Might of the Abyss is.
I know that you don't generally like when they do this.
But also, yes, I hate this because of that one.
Whenever you make a target, whenever a target makes a weapon attack, it adds 1d4 damage to their damage roll. If a target makes more than, you lose the. This sucks.
So okay, so concentration 1 minute, 15 foot range.
Ross?
Wow.
Ross, let me just point to something very important. Let me just going to take a look at this spell right here. What is it? 5th level, so it is stronger. So there is that to consider. But yes.
Wait, why are you bringing up Holy Weapon?
Because it's a similar spell. So I was checking the level and stuff.
No, that's not the spell you would check for this. You would check Crusader's Mantle.
Why did I check Crusader's Mantle?
It adds a d4 of damage, but it's like to everyone within the radius.
Yeah, that's not comparable at all. This spell is a worse version of Holy Weapon.
What do you mean Holy Weapon? What? Okay, what's the comparison, actually?
3 creatures other than yourself within range. Whenever the target makes a weapon attack, it adds a d4 to damage.
Right.
You think that's okay? Let me take a look at Crusader's Mantle. I don't actually know what Crusader's Mantle does. So I've never actually.
It's a neat spell.
That's why I think of. Wicking Boldness and those spell Endura moves with you, center on you one or you trying cross with your, including you deals an extra 1d4 hits with. This is a conundrum, ain't it? Not to the approved. This spell is approved just by how badly it sucks. Actually, wait, that might actually be enough.
What?
So here's my issue. No matter what, I think this spell sucks.
I agree. It does suck. The fact that if they move 15 feet away from you, you got to be so specifically positioned.
Here, let me just break down this way. If I was a warlock who liked to be, or let's say anybody, anyone who can cast a spell, who would like to be within 15 feet of people attacking enemies, then I am not a player that wants to waste their action
to just deal...
to do buffing. I want to hit that enemy!
Right.
And let me break it down for you some more. This is a concentration spell, yes?
It is, yes.
And I am within 15 feet of the bad guys who just saw me cast that spell, which has verbal, semantic, and material components.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't cast this. Of course, honestly, a good spell to think about this with in comparison is Bless. Now,
the thing about Bless is they can get farther away from me.
Right.
What I can do with Bless is I can be like, okay, yes, I go first. Bless, guys, go out there and fight the bad guys. The thing with this is for this entire spell, I basically get to sit right next to the barbarian and be like, okay, just hit him. I'm just gonna be right over here. Don't let him hit me, please.
And
Don't
the
hit me,
fact that
don't hit
this
me,
is
don't hit me.
limited to a weapon attack. So you can't do it on
Uh,
spells.
Yeah, correct. Crusader's Mantle also does so. Just
Right.
yeah, approved. I'm gonna approve this. I'll be honest. Ironically, now that you showed me Crusader's Mantle, if not for how bad the spell is, I wouldn't approve. You know what? Actually, I'll say it. This is last segment I came up with a name for this, and I couldn't remember because it's like it's approved without thought, but actually there was some thought put into it. I had a name. It was like what did we call it? What did we call it? Approved with thoughtful? I don't. You know what? I don't care. Well, new name for it.
Also, I just realized something.
Yes.
So, if you look at the higher level casting, the range
Yeah,
also
that's
gets bigger.
That's horrible.
Well, hold on.
Huh?
It's worse than you think, actually.
Oh no.
It doesn't state anything about the range to lose this gets bigger.
Wait. Let me see.
It just says the initial targets.
Oh, you lose the effect intelligence within range again. By the way, interesting enough, but yeah, you are 100% right.
Which, for the record, I would say, hey, if you're within that range, I would allow you to still have the default.
I think Rye, that's the idea, but Raw, that's not how they wrote anything.
Yeah.
So I think I don't want to spend another second on this thing. This spell sucks.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely fair.
Approved without thought.
Let's go back.
You can cast the blood print spell without expending a spell slot.
Was that the one that had the graffiti bard, or was that just its own ability? I forget.
That was its own ability.
Okay. Blood print.
Necromancy
ritual.
Okay, I touch wet blood on a surface, shifts and reforms environment. Blood print is unique to the particular creature to whom the blood belongs. You know the creatures. It's just no dear. Okay.
Wait, so what does this do?
Basically, if there is a mystery where the DM says, and the guard's like, we managed to get a few good licks in, but whatever that creature was, it got away. I just basically did a scenario.
Oh, do you know what this could be good for?
You could. Investigating is what it's good for. It's all it does.
Investigations where, there's a murderer going around. The only clue that we got is this.
It's blood samples. It's blood samples. I mean, hey, you know what? Fair enough. Being able to use it without spending anything?
Yeah, I mean, hey, ritual. Cool.
Eldritch Claw. Didn't another book use that same name? I'm pretty sure another book we looked at used that same name for an Eldritch Invocation.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's the exact same. Let me take a look. I know we shouldn't be using D&D Beyond, but
I mean, in this case, D&D Beyond is your best resource because it's very hard to Google third-party things.
I believe it's a one if you go from Pack of the Blade. It's no, I think you're thinking of Hex Shredder.
No, I'm thinking of something called Eldritch Claw, but that's beside the point.
Right, I don't think there's one called Eldritch Claw, but
why would you think I'm thinking about Hex Shredder? That name doesn't even sound remotely similar. Let's move on.
Yeah, anyway.
When you cast a cantrip that requires one or more ranged spell attacks, you can make melee spell attacks. Oh! Okay. This is crossbow expert.
Practically, yeah.
Sorry. I'm like, why would I want to... Oh!
Yeah, for whenever an enemy is in 5 feet.
I feel like, just say that's not... that. Oh, except for no, right, I gotta remember. Not everyone plays with my table rules. That's why it's written that way. Right, I get it. So, my table rules. I rule that the disadvantage applies only when the creature you're attacking is 5 feet with you. Rules is written. If an all-style creature is within 5 feet of you, range attacks have disadvantage.
Right, I forgot we discussed this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the reason this invocation confused me is because of my own table rules.
I mean, still, melee attack. Now, here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm.
The way how I'm reading this, I think of it as one way. So let's say I want to cast Eldritch Blast. You know, this is Warlock
Yep,
Invocation.
yep.
I want to cast Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Let's say I'm level 11, so we have 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Yep.
I attack a creature twice with my now melee Eldritch Blast. Or actually, no. Let's go for 1 attack, and let's say I have the knockback invocation, the repelling
Okay.
blast.
Okay.
Would I be able to attack with with a melee attack, and then like have it be swapped to like a ranged version?
No.
That's what I was thinking too.
When you cast.
Yeah, specifically when you cast.
Now, there are 2 interpretations that are equally valid. I think I would go with the first one that I'm about to say, but the second one that I'm also about to say would be equal. I understand how a DM would come to that conclusion. Interpretation 1. When this interacts with Eldritch Blast, which again, this is Eldritch Claw, you imagine it's going to interact with Eldritch Blast. Because Eldritch Blast is weird, in that there are 2 attack rolls. Oh no, 1 or more. Never mind, there's 1 interpretation. I missed the word 1 or more there. They got me. They got it covered.
Oh, okay.
So yes, whatever you say it is, it is.
Right, which, cool.
All right, so next up we get Fell Flight. You got the power to fly. When you're not wearing medium or heavy armor, you can fly. I'm going to be honest. See, you might think, oh, that seems powerful, but here's the thing.
15th
It's
level.
very possible to play someone who flies at level 1.
Right, I was gonna say, you're waiting all the way to 15th level. I mean, that's fair for free flying speed.
All right.
Also, I need to, let's see,
By the way, Ross, I saw something tied. I saw something tied to the Pact of the Flame. So we'll see if it's good or not. Like, when we get to it. You can cast Protect Threshold, which we looked at earlier.
yeah, we looked at it. That one was the one that basically was a thing for windows and doors, right?
Yeah.
Without materials.
Without will, the spell ends early if you use this invocation to cast a spell again.
So.
Why would I? Oh, okay. So you only want one thing. Okay.
Yeah, you can only protect one thing.
Okay, that's fine.
This could be very powerful, specifically for the scenario of you're defending. Like, let's say you're defending a castle, and there's like a one way to.
Castle's a bad example.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
There is no universe where a castle only has one entrance. Those things are massive.
Right. Let's say, because it has to be.
Just say fort. Just say fort.
Fort.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, no. Cool.
Just Misty Step. You get 5 Misty Steps if you have 20 charisma.
Well, with the pack of the cloak, which.
Yeah, I think. Here's the thing. I feel like this one's a bit weaker.
I think it's fine for the simple reason of it's because we were playing Warlock specifically. It's Misty Step without using your precious Warlock spell slots.
I guess, but still.
Heck, I'm pretty sure that's what they did with the Archfey in 2025.
Let's move on. Pact of the Skin.
That was the one that you weren't a big fan of, where it's -3 for
Yeah. When you take poison possession from that stuff, you can use a reaction to that's actually good. This is good.
You basically get
non-resistance because you're using a reaction to do it.
What's that rogue feature?
Evasion.
No.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. There it is.
Cast Find Steed. That's fine, I guess.
Find Steed is a good spell. Wait. Is it at will or?
A spell slot, but here's the thing about Find Steed. Here's the thing about Find Steed you gotta know.
I actually don't know much about Find Steed. Except it gets you basically a mount for free. I don't think it costs anything.
It does not, but that's not important. What is important? There's a mount both in combat and while mount. When the steed drops to 0, just misses your steed. You can have more than one steed. Shooting steed for spawning time cost. It lasts forever. This spell lasts forever. So I'm not too concerned that I can't cast that at will.
Okay, I don't mean at will, but it's like it's still using a Warlock spell slot. Couldn't you just given us for free? Well, not for free because you have to take an invocation, but you know what I'm saying.
I missed that it uses a Warlock spell slot. Yeah, honestly, because how the spell works, yeah, that should have been for free. Wait. We don't need both of these. That's me. What? Okay, sorry. This is the proof. But this is so stupid now that I'm reading it properly.
Wait, are you seeing my big issue with all the pack invocations that are like this, where it says...
First off, I've never disagreed with you on that. But second off, that's not what I'm reacting to.
Oh, what are you?
Let's read this carefully. I'm going to read it one sentence at a time. You can cast the spell Find Steed once using a Warlock spell slot.
Yep.
And that's so. And I guess, I mean, a little sucky, but whatever. You can't do so again until you finish a long rest.
Yep.
Secondly, reading the Find Steed spell, which I will remind you lasts
forever.
How long? Forever.
Or until the steed dies, which could happen, but
ideally,
forever.
if you're not spamming this spell.
Right. Well, okay. The only reason why I would spam it is for, just simply, you know how in Princess how we had the cart situation where we had to make sure our horses were taken care of.
In either case, casting this spell again summons this same steed restored to its hit point maximum, meaning you can't summon two. Meaning, in what scenario would I even want to use it again twice in a day?
I am not sure.
If I could get two summoned steeds, then I'd get it. Then I'd get it, right?
But no.
But no, it's Bob every time. And ideally, you're not supposed to take summoned steeds generally to a fight if you can avoid it. Although you can.
Right.
Anyways, sorry. Alright. We have our first boon to Pact of the Flame.
And it's also attached specifically to the Eldritch Blast. Which
this is a 2014 Warlock Eldritch Invocation. Of course it is. Whenever you roll a 10 on the damage die for your Eldritch Blast, you can roll an additional d10 and add its damage to the total. Rolling again if this die... We've talked about this same feature before.
It's
They have a hard limit.
Yeah, they have a hard limit, and I think...
Or 8 damage dice on a critical hit.
And I think it's... I don't know when this was released, if this was before or after, but this is very similar to the 2024 Sorcerer cantrip that you're allowing Eve to use, where it's...
Sorcerer's Burst?
Yeah, Sorcerer's Burst.
Yes, you were absolutely correct, and me and Eve have talked about it. Here's the thing, and you know what I allowed for that cantrip?
What, actually? Because I was not a part of that conversation.
I approved it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a part of that conversation. The fact that I'm letting Eve use it should be enough reason
I thought you were talking about something extra.
No, nothing extra.
Okay.
I'm just saying, considering I approved it then, guess what? Whose opinion hasn't changed?
So far, Pact of the Flame is just give me potential extra damage.
Yeah. If you're taking Pact of the Flame, you're not taking it for its main feature. It's for this. Right. Or the next thing.
Right, which, yeah.
Okay, I can cast a spell.
I'll be right back.
Using a Warlock spell slot. And can't do such a long rest.
So we got another one of those. Maybe the spell will be better than last time.
For the record, Find Steed's a fine spell.
Oh no, it's a level 1. Okay,
Pearl worth 10, which the spell consumes. The next attack made against you within the duration has a...
What? Wait.
My action. Why would I want to... In what universe would I want my Eldritch Invocation on this?
What the fuck?
Nope. Okay. Oh wait, no, that is correct. This is correct.
Okay.
I was right.
Do you know what... Okay, what level do you get that at? What level of invocation do you get that at? Okay, so just whenever you're first getting the invocations, do you know what would be better use of my Warlock spell slot? The one that gives me one casting of Bane. yeah, come the fuck here. Like, what the fuck? Oh.
I mean, this -10 to your to the attack to hit is better than Bane. But
I would argue
yeah.
no, for the simple reason of it only works on this only works on one attack.
But yeah, oh yeah, no,
Yeah, no, that is.
This is.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is not worth what will eventually be a 5th level spell slot. And also, once again, the stipulation: you can't use this again until you finish a long rest.
And I would never use the fact that it's a Warlock spell slot. Does it? I don't think it did say anything, but did it say anything about any upcasting?
The spell?
Yeah, the spell.
Ooh, that's a good
But
point.
you got to keep in mind we're a Warlock when taking this.
Yeah, let's take a look.
No.
Nope.
No. Yeah, that throws it out the window even further. No, instead of throwing it out the window, I'm fucking punting it.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is awful.
Approved without thought?
Yeah.
You know what? I want to give credit. I want to give credit where credit's due. The Warlock subclasses got 6 out of 6.
Oh, they did. The Warlock subclasses
Actually,
were.
I am impressed because when I'm looking over third-party books, Warlock subclasses are usually what I'm the most disappointed by.
Which one is that one? That was the Sigil of Protection?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Approved without thought. Do you mark down approved without thought? Because I feel like it'd be fun to do that.
No, I haven't been, but I could go back into the recordings and start doing that.
If you'd like to. You're the keeper. Anyways, this is Pact of the Skin.
Yeah, Sinister
Creatures within your reach provoke all attacks, even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. It's a part of Sentinel.
Yeah, part of Sentinel.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take a choice on it.
I'm trying to think of scenarios specifically where I would be gaining a lot of benefit from this as a Warlock. But I'm sure there's probably something.
Okay, this next feature we have seen before by a different name and almost a different spell list.
Surge of Chaos.
As an action, you can set off an uncontrolled magical spark to cast a random spell. Spend a Warlock spell slot, and I think it was Warlock too, or it might have been Druid. I don't remember. I just know that we looked at this feature before. Each entry gives a list of spells from a particular school of magic. You must choose. So, before we even read the spells, Ross, I will ask the same question I asked all those years ago. Because I do think it was multiple years ago we last looked at this. Or this similar to this feature. For this to be useful, we need spells that be useful in the same scenarios.
Right. I vaguely remember us having this conversation, but I don't remember.
This was a long time ago. This might have been a Dan.
It might have been, honestly.
It might have been a Dan, or it's in a book we've not thought about in a long time. But let's read them.
We do have, so we roll a d8 and we get these.
All right, because there's a lot of them, Ross, and what they are matters. I'm gonna focus on the stuff that are not from this book first.
Okay, so.
And we're gonna judge it just on that merit. Just save us a bit of time. So, all right, aid, protection from energy, stone skin, anti-life shell, web, conjure animals, dimension door, cloud kill.
Okay.
Detect thoughts. I'll have to read those other ones at some point. Suggestion, confusion, hold monsters, gust of wind, fireball, ice, mirror image, major image. Yep. Ray of much better than last time.
So here is my question. I'm trying to read back up there because this sort of makes or breaks it.
Yeah.
When we're expending our Warlock spell slot to cast a spell from any of these, let's take aid for like the example. Let's say I rolled a 1. Does it go based off of the base aid casting or the upcasted version?
That's because you're using a spell slot. I will say upcasted
because I'm trying to see like if it says it in the thing up top.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna say upcasted.
Okay. With that in mind, so we're using a 5th level spell slot. A lot of these do.
Some of they upcast. We'll keep that in mind. But the important question isn't what these do. It's how often am I going to be in a scenario where I'm okay casting any of these? And honestly, last time the problem was, it was like one was just all spells that would be fleeing, and one was all spells that would be attacking.
I'll be right back. Discord took a crap on itself.
It's fine, Ape. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Ape,
We're
it's fine.
almost done.
Oh.
Anyways, let's deal with the elephants in the room.
We got a good number of new spells.
So we only got only 3 actually.
Oh, well, we have Geomantic
Discarment.
It's a divination spell.
Oh, do you already get to it?
No. I'm reading it from the category.
Oh,
like it's from the
good
third
point.
spot.
Good point. I'm gonna do a little copy and paste thing because that was a lot of what type.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sometimes, Ross. Sometimes I find it faster to type.
That's fair. That is fair, especially on one of these where it's like copying and pasting is a
what?
little annoying.
Did I make some mistake?
Uh,
Am I crazy? It's in this book, right? Maybe if I do it. Sometimes you just gotta reset it and then go boop. Then delete. Delete this.
maybe you left a space at the very end. No.
Nope and nope. What if I get rid of the word geomantic and remove any space?
Is it just not? Here, let me try.
Oh,
Oh.
there we go.
There you go. Aha. Okay, so third level action itself
Not
and a
sure.
100-foot radius. Okay, concentration.
You gain the ability to sense valuable in the.
Oh.
Well, there's one you'd never want to use. There is no scenario where I would want to cast any of the. Not a bad spell or unapproved. Just I cannot think of a scenario where I'm like, oh, I'm fighting these bad guys. We need more health, guys. I use my ability. The diamonds are down below near the bedrock.
Well, I mean, you don't have to pick that spell. You have a.
True.
Although divination
You're
doesn't
right.
have that many great combat spells.
No, you know what? You picked Detect Thoughts in combat.
Why does it detect thoughts?
Because it's the only spell there that's actually useful in combat.
Oh, is it for the fact that you could get an idea of what that...
You get their surface thoughts. So if an enemy is planning, get the spell going after the spellcaster, or gonna use my MacGuffin now, or time to drink a potion, you get stuff like that.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. That is absolutely fair. But we also have another
Again,
new
I want to
spell.
note, Detect Thoughts is not served best in combat.
But it
But
has uses.
if we're in combat, which is I feel like for most of these we're going to be in combat, that's the one I'd use.
Then we have...
Scrutinize Foe.
I am trying to think of what that could potentially even do. But yeah, no.
I have a guess.
But yeah, I do not blame you for typing. 5th level.
You discern minute details concerning one creature you can see within range. You learn 2 of the following pieces. This is what I thought. Armor class, current hit points. Condition immunities, damage immunities, damage resistances, damage vulnerabilities, and enchantments. Which reveal... And the GM must share with you.
Cool.
I figured that part, spell. I figured that part.
I mean, for a 5th level spell, yeah.
It's okay. I mean, hey, look. If I'm getting this if I'm getting this as a random chance, who really cares? Wait, what? Why isn't it? Apparently, it's not in that. It's not in the own list. That's annoying.
Here, do I need to get the page back?
No. I have it, or I have close enough to it. Keep going. Nope, the other way. It went the wrong way.
And we have one more spell.
Give me a second. I'm almost there.
Yep, I know. I see you. There you
I don't
go.
know why that's right. The last one we have is Curse of Blades, which I have, honestly, I have a good guess. That one actually worked.
3rd level.
Choose a creature you see the range that is holding a weapon to make. On a fail, say the creature is cursed with the right. The cursed target can't willingly drop or stow its weapon. So whatever it takes, the attack action on turn, it makes one additional attacking weapon. Targeting itself against its own as normal to. Oh wow, that's actually.
That is
that could be.
So it's only one.
That in the
extra
right scenario,
attack.
that could be
Yeah,
good.
no, in the right scenario. It has to be specifically
Well,
for a
in
weapon.
that case,
so I would honestly a good target for this. Any giant. Giants do fucking massive melee damage.
essentially. And that's it for that. Let's look Wisp of Shadows, which is our last thing.
The last one.
No fall damage. That's okay. All right.
Yeah. So
You know what? Good on you, Ross, for calling. Going right to this. This took a while.
yeah, no, I knew we were gonna be
So,
at this for a while.
Warlocks get our first 6 out of 6. I actually like these.
Oh yeah, no, they were.
I will give dishonorable mention to what's it called? The Legacy. Not because it's bad, just because I don't like it. And by I don't like it, I mean I would not want to play this.
Right, but that's an absolutely fair opinion.
Again, I am kind of shocked because usually if they're gonna mess something up, like if a book is gonna mess up a subclass, it's Warlock.
Yeah,
Like
honestly,
Warlocks tend to be what I've not liked. So
and honestly,
in third-party books. So
this was
heck, not really. I don't think that many bad capstones either.
no, yeah, everything seemed to be fine.
Obviously, again, the GM Warlock seriously flavoring if you're gonna play it.
Oh yeah,
In my table.
Oh yeah,
In a goofier table, if you were doing like one of our occasional, I do mean super duper occasional, then we have nothing else we can do because we know people are going to be away. Battle Royale.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then sure, keep the flavoring as is. That's funny.
Yeah. No. I had a really good time. I the only thing that made me sigh was looking at a couple of those spells that were once per long rest, but also cost a Warlock spell slot.
Okay. I'm gonna give them shit on that. I'm seriously gonna give them shit on that. Look, we already think it's stupid that your things cost Warlock spell slots, but sometimes fine. But there is no scenario where you should put both stipulations in.
Well, no, that's how the normal book. Yeah.
I still think it's stupid.
I agree. It's fucking dumb.
But I'm not gonna blow a gasket because of that. Because here's the thing: a subclass is a commitment. An Eldritch Invocation, if it's bad, I just don't pick it.
You can also drop it after you pick it and be like, oh yeah, this is shit.
Yeah, so I'm not too concerned.
But yeah,
that's all for us tonight, though.
Very, very dishonorable mention to the one that just -10 to the attack roll of once per long rest. That it's still causing a Warlock spell slot. It's like, oh.
Tying it to a first level spell is stupid. It's not even inherently a bad spell.
Well, I can see why, because it's well, actually, it's a reaction, so it's like it won't be able to block multiple. Is it a reaction? No,
It's
it's a bonus action. It's a bonus action. But the fact that specifically it's tied to your Warlock spell slot.
Yeah.
Which, for those that have not played a Warlock, you
don't have a lot of those, and they're all 5th level.
Right. I'm not spending a 5th level. If it's scaled, if it's somehow scaled, maybe -1 extra, then maybe.
Here's the thing, Ross. We're gonna come back to that all very soon. And by very soon, I mean in a long time from now.
Right now, we still got a lot, but yeah.
But that's it for tonight's episode of Approved
or Not.
It took you way too long. Join us next time when we look at another subclass.
Or classes. Who would say?
That's not happening next time, Ross. Don't get their hopes up.
Anyway,
I told you we are finishing the subclasses before we look at the new classes.
No, you said a subclass, or said maybe multiple subclasses. Ooh.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned for more. Bye bye.